Hey YouTube, this is Rose here. I've got a new video for you guys. This topic is going to be human hair heat styling, so check it out. I'll go ahead and get right into it. So this is what I've got on hand. I'm going to try to bring the camera closer so you guys get a good look at everything. This wig that I have already mounted to my wig stand is Gwyneth by Jon Renau, and the color is 12FS8. She has a human hair wig, lace front, monofilament, and a hand-tied cap. So what I'm going to be doing today is actually just curling her. Before I get into that, I do want to just talk with you guys about the essentials regarding flat iron. Of course, you guys probably flat iron all the time, but there are a couple extra tips that I'd like to give you that are pertinent in particular to human hair wigs. First is going to be the products that you're going to want to have on hand. This also applies to curling. Jon Renau Heat Treat Thermal Spray is going to help protect the hair fibers, and it also gives it like a minimal hold. Not quite as much as a hairspray, but it will help keep the style in place. The next product is the Jon Renau Argan Smooth Treatment Mist. It does help, especially the ends, keeping them smooth and just adding a little bit of extra moisture to your human hair wig during heat styling. If you're going to be flat ironing or curling, you're going to want to have the right tool, preferably something that has a dial on it, because you do want to be able to control the actual temperature of your appliance. So this one is by Remington. It was super cheap. As far as temperature wise, you're going to want to go around 350, probably no more than 375. For the flat ironing technique, what I suggest you do is section the hair off. You'll want to section it in about 1-inch sections, and then what you can do is a fine tooth comb like this. If it has a rat tail, even better, because you can nicely section off certain areas. Before you get started, in order to use the Argan treatment mist, I recommend for a wig like this, 2 sprays in your hands. Work it really well through the ends of the hair. For a wig like this, 2 sprays, and you want to work that through the ends. It smells really good too. Now, before you start curling or flat ironing your wig, it is absolutely essential that you make sure that you blow dry the piece until it is completely dry. A lot of people want to skip that part. You're not going to get the best result that you want unless the piece is totally dry before you start heat styling. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of illustrate to you, in particular, the flat ironing, and then I'm actually going to be curling this piece so that you guys can see the final result. In terms of flat ironing, so you'll want to take a piece like this, and I obviously don't have the flat iron on. Just to illustrate how you're going to hold your flat iron, you're going to make sure that the flat iron is turned at an angle. And you see people doing this a lot where they just kind of go like this over and over again. That's not going to get you the look that you want. This you need to be way more thorough on, and what I recommend doing, you want to pass the flat iron through slowly, just like that. Also, before you start flat ironing or curling a section of hair, you'll obviously want to spray 1 pump of the Jon Renau Heat Treat Thermal Protectant. And I also wanted to add, the reason that we are turning the flat iron down in a 45-degree angle is because in my last video I talked to you guys about the return, which is these hairs are knotted into the cap, and obviously the ends of the hair have to come out one way or another. So by turning the flat iron like this and passing it through, you actually tuck in all those little return hairs, which can present themselves as flyaways. That's really it, guys. And I wanted to move on to part 2 of my video on human hair heat styling, which is going to be the curling section. So I've gone ahead and sectioned off my Gwyneth wig, and My curling iron that I'm going to be using is a 1.5 inch Conair curling iron. This one does have a clamp on it. If you have a wand, that's cool too. First thing you're going to want to do before you start curling your wig is decide what kind of curls you want. It's recommended around the face that you actually curl away. You can curl horizontally, which means that you curl upward like this, right? That would give you more of like, you know, old Hollywood type curls, which are super pretty. And if you're gonna be doing those, I recommend you get some clips like this, so that once you curl your section, you just gather up the curl and then pin it underneath like that, so that it cools in the shape that you're trying to get it in. Another way of curling is you can hold the Flatiron vertical, which is going to give you that kind of like spiral look, which is what I'm going to be going for today. And once you curl the hair, if you want to have a tighter curl, you can use these little clips to keep it in place while it cools, or you can just let it go, or if it's a little too tight, you can even pull it while it's still warm, and that'll help the curls kind of relax themselves to kind of give you that sort of like beach wavy type of look. You don't always have to curl away from the face. You can actually alternate as well. Just start away from the face, and then we can do this one the other way, and back and forth, back and forth. That'll give you more of like a natural kind of organic look, which is also very, very good for the type of like beach wavy look that you're going for. So if you don't mind, I'm just gonna hop in and get it done. Okay, so here she is. There's a few pieces that I need to go back in with the curling iron to adjust. But overall, I don't even know what the back looks like, but I hope it looks okay. The thing is, this is my first time curling her, and if I could go back, I would probably use a smaller curling iron. But either way, you can achieve any sort of curl pattern you want as long as you use the correct curling iron, and if you're patient and you section off the hair and you allow it to cool properly according to how tight you want your curls, and as long as you use the right products, you'll have a great curling experience for your human hair wig. So there it is, you guys. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you guys for my next video. Bye.